He's in a super max. So
Because they just needed him for the war. That's
what I'm
all.
saying is the tides can always be changed on you, can
No, for
turn on.
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
so I
Can
think that's
y'all
what's
blow
gonna
up my
happen today.
screen?
Who's this? Oh,
Who is
okay.
that?
Is that Boots?
Who is
Yeah,
that?
that's Boots.
Who is that?
No, bro.
That's Boots.
No, he's saying that's Andre.
No, that's
Nah, that
Boots
looks like
Ennis.
Boots.
That's is
Oh, is
Boots.
it?
Yeah, that's Boots.
Want me
Okay.
to get closer? Hey, hold on. Y'all can blow my screen up. Just pull my like blow the screen
What's the
up.
point though? We're trying to hear what you're trying to say. What's you? Yeah.
Oh, because Supreme L said that Boots wasn't a snack fighter. I mean, it wasn't a snack fighter.
No, he didn't say Boots. He said Andre.
No, he said Boots Ennis was not a snack fighter.
Before you left, I heard him. We were talking about Andre, and
No,
we were saying that Andre. We were saying that Andre.
no, he
A
said
lot of the
Boots. That's why I was like, Boots was a snack fighter. He
no,
said Boots.
no, no. That's what I'm telling you. Because when you left, we were still talking about it. We were still talking about Andre, and I said that a lot of them dudes wear his stuff. He paid him to wear stuff. There's a few people who said they don't work with him. They just wear his stuff.
So the
I
thing
wonder how much
is,
you pay him.
I don't know, but that's
No,
what they said.
I wonder. That's all.
Oh yeah,
I'm wondering.
So I'm not saying that I know if Boots are getting paid or none of that like that. But what I'm saying is a lot of people were saying that they were a few people were saying that they just wanted he paid them to wear the stuff.
but I can show pictures of him that he's in the gym when he's working out, like Terence Crawford.
Yeah, but I think you misunderstood him because am I correct, y'all? Wasn't he talking about Boo Boo?
Nah, he was saying I said Boots. He said Boots is not a
Yeah, so I think he may have misunderstood you when you said Boots. He might have thought you was talking about Boo Boo.
Oh yeah, I said Boots. I knew Boots because
Because
we were talking.
when you left, we were still talking about Boo Boo, and we were saying, yeah, he ain't this, he ain't that. And we're saying that he might be one of the ones that just wear the stuff.
Yeah, most of the fighters is more of an endorsement deal. It's not like they're taking steroids. Like they were trying to connect everybody that works with Snack and Victor Conte is on steroids and stuff. And I say this right here shows that most fighters take an endorsement deal. Like you wear my stuff, you promote my stuff. You don't have to necessarily work for me. You don't even have to necessarily even take none of the protein or the nutrients and none of that. I'm gonna pay you for wearing for advertising. So
But
that's
you
all
know,
it is.
this opens up another whole situation that fighters are usually the only athletes that I can think of that can't get the really good, solid commercial endorsements like with Nike, Pepsi, Hertz Rent a Car, any of those things. They have to be in these situations where a guy like Victor Conte is paying you whatever he's paying you to endorse his T-shirts when he's also known as being a criminal with steroids. So that's a whole nother question I know that I'm bringing up, but it still shows us the only person who ever had that I can think of that ever had commercial endorsements that were big was Marvin Hagler with Pizza Hut, and that was only because of Tommy Hearns fight. Ray Leonard because he was America's darling, and Tank was about to get a deal with Nike until he got arrested with the situation with his girlfriend or baby mamas or whatever the case may be. But I just say all of this to say the fact that a guy like Victor Conte, whether we agree or disagree or whatever, is one of the few people who has this terrible reputation that can come to fighters and say, listen, I give you a couple of dollars to wear my T-shirt, trying to get some kind of legitimacy, which he seems to be getting because he got many fighters over there now, or a handful of fighters over there, is something to also bring up. That again, when we start talking about these different things that are affecting boxing, we can have to ask the question, why isn't some of corporate America's dollars coming into fighters' pockets directly? Why do they have to go ahead and find these obscure little small stores on a corner that will do something with them when corporate America is still benefiting?
I think it's because the fight game didn't produce a bunch of personalities. They produce a lot of them dudes be introverts. They just got hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so they don't have that personality to be sold. And that's a new thing that even for them to be offered these deals nowadays is because of personality. Like Ryan Garcia got the Gatorade deal and all that because he had a personality that could be sold, but the average fighter don't have that kind of personality, and that's just what it is.
I can go along with what you're saying. Some of that. I also think it's also because of where fighters come from. I think it's also the huge criminal element or cloud that's all over boxing, particularly with the people who still control it. I think that's another thing. But I also think if we had a great white hope that came along, because that's what they was going to do with Tommy Morrison before he got knocked out. He was about to get showered. And Tommy Morrison wasn't no great personality either.
Too sit backstage. My bad. I didn't cut you off.
But I'm just bringing that up as another issue that when the podcasters start talking to the powers that be, I would be bringing that up too, as well as, okay, we want this fight to be clean. We want all these issues that we're debating about to be addressed. But I also would like to see fighters who risk their lives, even the fighter who's only fighting 4 rounds, he's still risking his life too. And he has to hopefully get a belt so he can be put in some kind of income bracket, right? But if he's a great guy, or you think, okay, we want to help these guys, we want to see these guys come up, let's put something, their way. Just like they're doing with colleges now. They're letting the players make a little money. Let them fighters do that too.
But it's the same. It's the same thing with entertainers, mainly the female entertainers, actresses, singers, whatnot. The same way you got fighters who have to take these performance enhancements in order to actually reach a particular goal, because it ain't easy.
Right.
It ain't easy to get them titles. It ain't easy to excel like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And unless you like a real talent, unless you like a Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather, Foreman, who's Floyd, just a big old brute.
What? Bad. Even Floyd didn't even get endorsement deals, and he made more money than anybody in sport of boxing.
No, Floyd didn't want him.
Yeah.
Floyd was turning him down.
About not getting them at one point too.
Yeah, he did. But then when he got to the point where he could get him, he didn't want him.
Yeah, at some
point, because they were controlling. He didn't want to. He realized that they'd be able to tell him what to do if he took him.
Yeah, because they wanted him to act like De La Hoya.
Yeah, and they never
do it.
And they never invested into him until he got big. He was bigger than the sport. Then they wanted to get some money.
But even then, Al Heyman aligned him with the big boys.
Yeah,
like Warren Buffett.
Yeah,
Warren Buffett and all that. People don't understand. People be wanting to try to make these jokes and try to say Floyd broke. I'm like, dude, Al Heyman put him in position with all the top people so he can flourish. He like, you need to meet this person. Boom, 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 boom. Floyd be running around here and doing his thing, but dude, the moment that Warren Buffett came and stepped in the ring with him and said that they about to do some stuff together,
because him and Bud are good friends. Warren Buffett.
Yeah, but Bud, it take a minute for Bud though, and he ain't, because he don't have that tutelage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when I say tutelage, I'm talking about Floyd was groomed by Al.
Right. I get what you're saying.
Errol Spence told his first conversation with Al when he came and sat down, and Al straight started talking about, portfolios and all this other stuff. And Errol said, he was looking at him like, what?
Because I'm
trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But then he said he learned, and he following suit.
That accident made him learn. Because all that money that Earl had, he still didn't have any insurance for his children.
Right. So what I'm saying is, Floyd didn't either. When he was with Bob Arum, Floyd was out there.
Yeah. You got to learn the hard way. Some people learn.
But you got somebody. You got to have somebody in your ear.
Yeah.
And the cold game was
faster than others, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't like Crawford being with Bob Arum because Bob Arum wasn't doing nothing for him.
He wasn't doing that promoting wise, but he gave him a guaranteed purse, and that's what.
No. What I'm trying to say is, I'm talking about the when you a promoter, right, or when you dealing with a fighter, Like if you with the right folks, they gonna line you up to be successful, not just to be a money grab. So if he giving him them guaranteed purses, you can imagine what Bob is getting.
Yeah, Bob was getting money. All that crap Bob was talking about, he lost money with Terence. He's lying. He
Well,
made
So what he
money
said,
with Terence. He just
well,
didn't
I
tell Terence
think what he was saying was no. I think that when he's saying money loss, he's
Mhm.
talking about the extras that come along with promoting the fighter.
Oh, I know
So
what he's saying.
so he complaining about the full amount that you get when you promote a fight. Because you look at Al Heyman and his dudes, he put it together for him. Everybody breaded.
well, I think because Bob Arum gave Terence Crawford guaranteed money, and he was relying on the pay-per-view, and everybody was still in the pay-per-view at an all-time high. So he was losing the money that he was supposed to recoup, and he still had to pay guaranteed money. On PBC side, they was get a small percentage of guaranteed money, and they do a percentage of the pay-per-view. So it was like we go all make money regardless.
But see,
But I don't think Crawford was getting the pay-per-view though, bro. When you get that up,
he wasn't getting no
he was
pay-per-view.
getting a flat fee. He wasn't getting no
saying.
pay-per-view.
I'm saying he wasn't getting a pay-per-view.
Right,
Bob
right.
Arum was losing money because he was relying on pay-per-view to get his
Oh,
money.
you saying Bob was relying on pay-per-view?
Yeah, Bob Arum was relying on it. So,
But you got to look at the other money that people not counting: the site fees, the broadcast fees, the overseas fees, the packaging.
All of that.
Like when you go on demand and watch the fight over and over again, all
Right.
that money is still coming, but it's all coming to Bob. See, he's complaining about the upfront money he paid. I get it. He gave Terence Crawford, here, we're gonna give you this $6 million.
It's probably not balancing out though. It's not probably.
It's not balancing out because
but Crawford is not getting any more of that money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but all that money you talking about on the other end though, bro. All that money you talking about on the other end for Crawford, it ain't a whole lot of that.
Well, because he didn't know he was supposed to. He could have gotten it.
No. What I'm saying, Crawford is not generating a whole lot on the back end. Not even for Bob.